Hello, beautiful seekers. This is Clarity 1129. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. It is a general reading and may not resonate with everybody. It is also a timeless reading, and you're meant to see it when you see it. Today's reading is about the full moon in Aries, which is today, the 1st of October 2020. Ideally, I would have liked to put out this reading for you 3 days in advance. However, due to some reasons, I haven't been able to do that for you. However, there are another 3-4 days where you can actually benefit from it. And since it's a timeless reading, even after this, whenever there is a full moon in Aries, you can always uh, find some clarity with these readings. Now, as you know, full moons is a great time to release things. Now, when you look at a new moon and a full moon phase in a particular zodiac sign, you take a period of 6 months, because from the new moon in Aries would have happened 6 months before, and today is the full moon in Aries. So if you actually look back, 6 months would be somewhere around April, right? So you have the maximum period. This particular period of 6 months has been very trying, at least in India, where I live. The lockdown due to the pandemic happened on the 22nd of March, right? So this entire period has been within the new moon and full moon of Aries. So these 6 months have been difficult, and it's been a trying time, and we are still here. We're here, and we should first of all give ourselves a pat on the back that we've made it, and you know so that is the first thing we have to acknowledge, that in the last 6 months what we have done. Now, as you know, that the new moon is the time where you set intentions for new beginnings, but the full moon, it's almost as though the new moon is the time where you sow seeds, and the full moon is the time where you make your harvest. In this case, um, basically you've made some intentions, you've had some um, ideas or dreams which you've thought about 6 months ago, and now you've got to see what worked out, what didn't, what are the lessons learned in these 6 months that have gone by. So this reading helps you see that. Now, why do you need a reading to know that? Don't you know? You're living your life, so you should know. But the fact is that the cards sometimes show you what you're trying to evade. They show you things that are there in your subconscious and may not be there in your active conscious mind. And the full moon is a time for you to release anything that does not serve you. There may be a lot of things which we are comfortable with just because we're used to it, but they no longer serve us, and they are actually dragging us. It's like dead weight on us, but we don't realize it. We just want to carry on because it's comfortable, because we're used to it. But this full moon is a very powerful one. As you know, it's in Aries, and Aries is a fiery sign. It's a sign of action. What's also to be noted is that Mars is in retrograde. Now, Mars is the planet that rules Aries, right? So as it is right now, from the 9th of September onwards, we would have noticed there are a lot of frustrations, delays in not being, you're not able to act, so that you've got your plans ready, everything ready, but you find a lot of delays is because of the Mars retrograde. I remember in the last reading I said that I will be taking out a reading on Mars retrograde. I haven't been able to do so, and I really apologize for it. Maybe after this reading I shall do that in the next couple of days. So keeping all this that I've told you in mind, let's get ahead with the readings. As you can see, there are 5 piles. Pile number 1, which the Sodalite crystal. I hope it's visible to you. It's a beautiful crystal. This is the first time I'm working with crystals, in fact. And this looks like the lapis lazuli, but the lapis lazuli is a lot brighter. The second pile is that of the clear quartz. The third is the carnelian. It's a beautiful stone. I love it. The fourth is the Red Jasper. And the last, the fifth pile is the green Aventurine. This is also an extremely beautiful crystal. I mean, all of them are beautiful, but yeah. So I think we are ready to get started, to know what we need to release. For those of you who chose pile number 1, let's get on with your reading. Those who chose this Sodalite crystal, this is your reading. I'm going to use the Sun and Moon Tarot, and we've got advice cards from the Moonology deck. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Six of Wands, Prince of Pentacles, Princess of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. All right, let me just take a look at your cards. All right, to begin with, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which in this deck is failure. This failure is not actual failure, but it is a feeling that you've had that in the last 6 months you've put in a lot of time and effort towards your goal. You've given it your all, and you feel you've not got ahead at all. You're just where you were. You just get this terrible feeling of futility, that all your efforts were in vain, that you've worked really hard and nothing is coming of it. And that is what you're seeing in the last 6 months. What you need to know that the last 6 months have been a trying time for everybody, for the entire collective. We've been through a lot, and it feels as though we could have moved. I mean, for the amount of effort we've put in, we would have loved to see more success. But you right now, this is where you are. That you've seen that the 6 months prior where you were, and now you feel you haven't really moved ahead too much. And what do you need to look at? Where do you need to, you've got to be courageous about what to do next, and where can you bring that? So now what you see is that not only have you put in effort and you're not seeing anything tangible for you to, say that, see, I've done so much, but also your thoughts. The Seven of Swords is a card of deception. Now your mind is also telling you, see, you've done nothing. Actually, you could have done a lot more. You've done nothing. The truth is you have done a lot. You have been putting in effort, and but you are measuring success by something that's tangible. But what you need to see, or what you need to know, is that the Six of Wands is just waiting to happen. Victory is going to be yours. So knowing that the victory is going to be yours, you need to actually now release all that stress that's building up. Your mind has been telling you that you've actually done nothing. Your mind has been telling you that all your effort has been in vain, but in reality, it has not been in vain. The success is just around the corner. You're going to see it. All right, so please, but what happens is we put in effort, and we're about to receive that abundance. We're about to receive our success, and then we just give up because we feel we have worked so hard, it should have come by now. And then we start comparing ourselves to others, and you say A has done well, B has done well, and I have put in a lot more effort, and look where I am. I'm just where I was what I was 6 months ago. But the truth is that when you start thinking like that, the success that is actually coming towards you, it moves back, because you've got to be in the right frame of mind to be able to receive the success that's coming your way. So know that you have put in a lot of effort and that your mind is just playing tricks on you and saying that it's not going to happen. Please think positive. It is going to happen. Success is just around the corner. And this is the next. So what does your, what does the inner warrior want you to know? What does your inner self, your higher self, what does it want you to know? It wants you to know that you feel you're in the Seven of Pentacles right now, but you are making something really solid for you. The Prince of Pentacles is the Knight of Pentacles. So there's either a solid offer coming your way because your efforts have been noticed, or you yourself have reached, and it's your victory is either in the form of an offer coming to you, or it's something that you have already done and you're receiving the fruits of your labor. Where do you need to be? Think of yourself now, not just other things, but your personally, where do you need to grow? And that is represented by the Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords is the Page of Swords. You need to be honest with yourself, because your mind is playing games and telling you that you haven't done much, and this success is just about to come. It hasn't reached you. But what you need to know is that the success is coming. So you de-stress and know that you're going to get something really solid in your life. And now you see the truth. I mean, you know that if you put in effort, the universe always has your back and you're going to get whatever you want. So stop deceiving yourself and, talking down to yourself, and give yourself credit. Give yourself a pat on the back. Treat yourself. Okay, and that is when you actually bring some more honesty in your life and stop telling yourself that you haven't done anything. That is when you will actually see a lot of success coming into your life. And what you need to release at this time, what you need to release is the Four of Pentacles. You have actually worked so hard with your Seven of Pentacles here. You've actually made a very solid foundation for yourself. You may think that you need more success, and that success is just on its way, but your basic foundation is strong. And now, since you feel that you're a failure, and since your mind is saying that you're not really done much, you need to come into this Princess of Swords energy, be honest with yourself and see the amount of effort you've put in, and stop keeping your cards close to your chest, and you feel that your foundation is there and that's all you need. Now you're not going to take any more chances because you feel that you've worked so hard and you've taken your chances, nothing's coming to it. But you need to release this. You need to release that you're just going to do what you've always been doing and you're not going to try anything new because nothing is coming your way. Everything is coming your way. You just need to expand some more. Your foundation is solid because that's the kind of effort you've put in, but you're not a failure and your work has not been futile. All your effort has not been in vain. Success is just coming there. Please hang in there. De-stress. Know that the universe wants the best for you, and allow the success to come into your life. So what is the advice from the Moonology deck? Here you have the Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. So this is what you need to do. When that offer comes, do not just say that I'm not going to do anything, I might lose all that I have. No. When that offer comes, go ahead and take it, because this is going to lead you to success. You've worked a lot, your foundation is strong, but you need to move ahead, change certain things. It may feel as though you're moving out of your comfort zone, does not matter. Just be bold. See, The best part is you're getting this card. Be bold and make the first move. And this is full moon in Aries, right? So what it tells you, Aries is all about action. So this is the right time for you, that when this comes, you need to release this attitude of yours that you're not going to do anything else, because if you take a chance, then you might lose all that you have. This is such solid foundation, you can't lose it even if you want to. So go ahead and take those chances. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading resonated with you. There is many a time we put in so much of effort and we feel that people around us are putting half the amount of effort and getting more success, but you are not to compare your journey with somebody else's, because you don't know their journey. So just know and appreciate every single thing that you do. And when you appreciate yourself and show gratitude for all that you have, you will find success comes in faster. And now we move on to group number 2, those who have chosen the clear quartz. Clear quartz, here it is. It's pretty. We are using the Good Tarot, and we've got advice cards from the Moonology deck, which we'll see at the end of the reading. Ace of Air, which is your Ace of Swords. 5 of Earth, which is 5 of Pentacles. I love this deck. I love all my decks though. This is Queen of Water, or the Queen of Cups. The 8 of Water, or the 8 of Cups. The Messenger of Fire, or the Knight of Fire, or the Knight of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Wonderful. All right, so we start with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Air, or the Ace of Swords, which is such a beautiful card. All right, so in the last 6 months, what you've gained is clarity. You have gained clarity about something, and that in itself is a huge thing to do. Maybe you've got more spiritual. Actually, this 6 months, when people have been at home mostly and not due to the pandemic, many of us have turned to spirituality. And maybe it's through that, or maybe it is through something else. But you've got a lot of clarity about something. The truth has come out, and that has made you see things a lot more clearly. And you're in a good place because of it. However, you feel you're in this 5 of Earth energy. 5 of Earth is 5 of Pentacles. You have this lack mindset. Somehow you feel that you haven't been able to achieve much in the material world. You know, material success is not yet come to you, is what you feel. And so maybe whatever you're working, you've started losing interest in it because you feel that it's not giving you what it should. But what you need to do to de-stress is this. You need to know, you need to keep your emotions in check. You have everything that you need, all right? You are represented by the Queen of Cups. Once you start getting your emotions in control and seeing things for what they are and putting in love in what you do and not just working, in the sense that if you put in your heart and soul into what you do, you will actually start enjoying what you do. And it's not with the purpose of only making money. When you start doing that, you'll find the money actually flows. Right now, your work isn't interesting for you because you're just seeing that I'm putting in effort and nothing's coming of it, and I'm not even enjoying what I do. If you don't enjoy what you do, please, by all means, this is the right time. Release the job, take another job, do something else. But if this is what you really like doing, and if you're just saying that you don't like doing it anymore because you're not seeing material results, then you need to maybe change your strategies. So go within yourself and first of all, love yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Water, the Queen of Cups, her cup is always full. She's got a lot of love for herself, and then she pours it out to the people around her, right? So you first love yourself and ask yourself whether you're happy with this. Is it only because you're not getting, you know, there are some people, for example, say for example, you're a writer and you love what you do, but you find that you're actually not making money, your books are not getting published, or your blogs are not doing too well, whatever you're doing, and so you've lost interest. See, there are some people who just take up blogging because they feel that, oh, if you blog, so many people have made so much of money, so I'll blog. If that is the case, then your heart is actually not into what you're doing. Then you please change it and go into yourself and see what really makes you happy, what really, really makes you happy. Do that. However, if this was your passion, if writing is your passion, and you've tried your best and you're doing your thing, but you're just getting disappointed that you're not getting material success, keep at it. Success comes to us in many ways. Sometimes you may not see actual cash flow coming in or wealth coming in the way you want it. But if it's fulfilling, if it's satisfying, if you feel that your work is making a difference to so many people, then that is a different kind of success, that fills your soul. So you love what you do. But if you feel that you actually don't love what you do and all you're looking for is money, then you need to change your job. But there's no point in carrying on doing something and feeling dissatisfied. So you need to bring some more love for yourself and what you do, so that you de-stress and allow things to come. See, you've got the Eight of Cups now. So I feel with this Eight of Cups talks about moving on, leaving something behind and moving on. And with this Five of Pentacles here, I feel this is what you need to do. I don't think your heart is in this job. Whatever you started, I think you started with the idea of making money, with the idea of getting material success, not because you love doing this. And I think you're coming to that realization now. And so this full moon is the right time to release it. Please go after what you want, what fills you with passion. Do that, because then even if you don't get material success for a long time, it doesn't matter. Your passion, your interest, your love for that particular thing makes you carry on and on, and then eventually you will always get whatever you put your heart and soul into. Whatever you're passionate about will always give you success in one way or the other. So this Eight of Cups tells me that you need to release this, whatever you're doing that is not giving you pleasure, that is not giving you fulfillment. Leave that, walk away from it during this full moon. This is the Messenger of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands. So you need to, and this card tells you about what you need to do about yourself, right? So what you need to do about yourself is follow your passion. I think you already know what you're passionate about, but you may not feel that is an area which will give you ready money, and that's why you've gone to something which gives you ready money. See, there are a lot of people who say that if you invest in stocks and shares, you'll get a lot of money. But those people who do that, they're very passionate about that, and so they actually understand the stock market. But if you are a person who is not into that, but you've jumped into that because you find that everyone who's in that is making a lot of money, but you don't actually understand it, and it's not in your interest, and you like, say for example, you like art, but you feel that art is not going to pay you as much as if you take up this job. You should understand that when you have a passion to do something, and you put it everything that you have, when you do that, almost immediately you get this great satisfaction, because you are doing what you love. That's number one. Secondly, when you put in everything that you have, what you produce is something beautiful, and sooner or later it will be recognized. But if your heart is not in something, you cannot do something because somebody else got success in it. Your life is your own, your journey is your own. So this is what you need to do. You need to give yourself time, pamper yourself, and find out what you're passionate about, and walk away from what doesn't serve you. All right? And you really, this is what you need to release. Now, the wheel of fortune upright means good luck. But in this case, when it's come in this particular place where you need to release this, you need to know that you are not to wait for luck. You seem to be working and saying that you're unlucky, that's why you're not getting it. It's not that. You please leave this whole idea of when luck will be on your side. Luck is already on your side. The problem is that you're expecting luck to do everything, where you have to do something. And luck is not going to bring you money if you're going to be stuck doing something which you're not passionate about. You feel you're putting in a lot of effort, but actually you wouldn't be putting in as much effort because your interest is not here. You may be working really hard, but that spark is not there, so you're not giving your 100%. You think you are because you're working and working, and you may be really bogged down by all that's around you and the fact that it's not even giving you anything in return. So what you need to do is not wait for lady luck. Luck is always on your side. Universe is always on your side. You need to take the right actions that will liberate you from this particular uh, place that you are in. So have the courage to walk away from what no longer serves you. The full moon is all about releasing what doesn't serve you, recognizing what you're passionate about, and following it without fear. All right. And what is the advice you have? Pile number 2. It's a time to give rather than take. So right now you are waiting for results, but they are not coming because what you're giving is not good enough, because your heart is not here. So you find what you want and work towards it with passion, and you will find that when you give in, you will get much, much more in return. All right, so that is what I have for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonated with you. Please follow your heart and do what you want. Do what you will, what is fulfilling to you. The minute you do that, you'll find that right in the beginning, even as soon as you've made this decision, this thing is no longer serving me, I'm moving away from this, and I'm going to do this. Even just making that decision is going to fill you with so much of vigor and so much of happiness, because it's something that you really want to do. It is not something that you're doing for all the wrong reasons. And the minute you start working towards what you love, you will find success just comes to you. All right. And now with that, we move on to pile number 3, those who chose the beautiful carnelian crystal. We are using the, I keep forgetting the name of this deck, Mystic Monday Tarot, and we've got 3 advice cards for you from the Moonology deck. You have the Queen of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Princess of Pentacles. Okay. Well, pile number 3, in the last 6 months, you have come into the Queen of Wands energy. This queen is a beautiful queen. She's warm, she's beautiful, she's in control of herself, and people are really mesmerized by her. And what it tells me, in the past 6 months, you've been taking very good care of yourself. You've been doing all that makes you happy, and it is showing. All right, you're standing in your power right now. You've actually put in a lot of work in the past 6 months, so you can give yourself a pat on the back. We're proud of you. We need people to do that. And where do you need to show up with, courage? I think, though you've been taking good care of yourself and your surroundings, you are possibly wary of collaborating with somebody for something which will give you material success. You are standing in your power, no doubt, and there is this will that you'd like to possibly collaborate with somebody to expand on something, but there's something that's blocking you. Either you don't trust those people, or you feel it's going to be it's going to be unsuccessful, or you feel that if you collaborate with people who are close to you and it doesn't work out, maybe you'll fall out with them. There's something going on in your mind here, and you need to give that up and just move ahead. Nothing's going to go wrong. If you're called upon to collaborate with someone, please do so. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. What you need to do to relieve stress and to, completely de-stress. If you're stressed out about this, just remember that no matter what it is, whether you're working on your own or you're working with people, you need to do this. Eight of Pentacles. You need to put in a lot of work. And the Eight of Pentacle cards is a card, whether it's in this deck or in the other deck, it just shows a person who is so content putting in that effort. There's something that this person loves to do, and so this person will definitely get success, and that's what you need to know. And that's what you need to, and the minute you tell yourself that, all right, try and tell yourself that collaborations are not, they're not going to, I don't know what experience you've had in the past, but collaborations are not a bad thing. They're a great thing. If right-minded people come together and come up with a great idea, it can work. Yes, there are times where it hasn't worked and things can go really sour if things take an ugly turn. But you don't start anything with that in your mind. You always start, put your best foot forward and think positive and work really hard. And if you do that, it's going to be successful no matter what you do. And so first thing you need to do is that don't force yourself. If there is your intuitive voice telling you that this collaboration is not going to work and you don't feel comfortable about it, you don't get forced to do that. Don't do it then. If you prefer working solo, please work solo, put in that effort. But main thing is reduce stress. You've worked so hard to get here. In the last 6 months, you've worked on yourself and you're looking lovely. And you don't have to spoil that by just stressing out on this whole thing about this collaboration. If you don't want to, don't do it. It's as simple as that. You need to know what you need to know right now, that you're in a great place. You've got this wonderful balance of maybe your masculine energy and feminine energy, your yin and yang. Everything is in perfect, in order. And it's just this one thing that's a little bit of a niggle in your life. You could always put it aside. It's not such a big thing. But you're all ready to move ahead, to charge ahead. All right? And since this is a major arcana card, this is also destined for you to move ahead. And you need to do, this is what you need to do. Be passionate about what you're going ahead for. You are the Queen of Wands, right? And you have this wonderful Ace of Wands with you. And you have the energy of the Chariot. Everything is going great. Everything is going great. Just move ahead. What you need to release is the Princess of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. Uh, I think you know, overall, whether it's overall your life is going absolutely fine. You have this perfect balance on the inside, and that balance is showing on the outside. And you have this great uh, passionate new beginning that's coming up for you, maybe at work, maybe in your love life. It could be anything. It's there for you because you are standing in your power. The universe is offering you something really nice. And if you just know that you want to work on your own, make that decision and you'll move right ahead. And you just need to release this thought of material success. Will it be enough? Will I actually get it or not? The entire turmoil in your head has got to do with the tangible aspect of your work. But just go ahead and do it. You're doing such a wonderful job. You've really uh, you've done wonderful work on yourself, and so everything, lovely things are lined up for you. Lovely things are lined up for you. Just go on ahead without any hesitation. Make up your mind and stick to whatever your plans are. And now you've got 3 advice cards from the Moonology deck. Look at the bigger picture. That's full moon in Sagittarius. The energy is gaining momentum. That's your Chariot. It's gaining momentum, see? Look at the bigger picture, whether it's a collaboration or you want to work. Don't just look at it from take a nice bird's eye kind of view. Don't just look at it in a very narrow kind of way that, oh, if I do this, this will happen. Just look ahead, think ahead, use your foresight. What do you need to release? You need to release your fear. You need to release fear of collaboration. In fact, the Queen of Wands is someone who's very good at collaborating. She's a natural when it comes to meeting people and warming up to people, and people are mesmerized by her. So you've come to that energy, but you feel that when it comes to material success, somehow it will not work in a collaboration. Follow your intuition. If you really feel extremely uncomfortable, there's a difference between fear and intuition based conclusions. So if it is out of fear that you're saying that a collaboration is not working, then you need to see the larger picture. All right. But if you find intuitively you feel the people are not right and this is not going to work, then by all means, go ahead solo. And you're in complete balance. Everything is fine. The energy is gaining momentum. Do you see that? There is this passionate offer waiting for you, and you're in complete balance. You're standing in your power. So just move ahead. And what you need to release is here. You need to release this feeling that you'll put in so much of effort and with all this grandeur, and you will not really get much. That is just, that's not for you to decide. Let the universe shower you with abundance. Let the universe shower you with abundance, right? You've worked hard on yourself and see what the universe has done for you. Yes? You're the Queen of Wands now. You can get anything that you want. So just don't let your thinking limit you. And finally, it all boils down to that. It's our thinking that limits us, nothing else. So that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated with you. And now we move to pile number 4. Those who chose the Red Jasper. Oh, it's beautiful. There it is. All right. We are using the Morgan Greer Tarot for you, and we've got advice cards from the Moonology deck. Opening your reading with the 9 of Cups. Yeah, could you see that? Okay. I forget to look at the camera. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Swords. Nice. the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Wow. In the last 6 months, you, look at you looking so smug. You have had a wish fulfillment. There's something that you wanted, which you worked for, and you've got it. And look at you glowing. Look at that naughty smile. That absolute. It's almost, that. I just love the expression on this person's face. Just look at him. So happy, smug. So this is where you are right now. You are happy that your wishes have come true and you're in a good place right now. All right? And yet, there is something you're juggling with. You're making a decision. You're balancing something. And you need to be brave enough to make that choice. I feel deep down inside you already know you've made the choice, but you don't have the courage to actually put down one thing and take the other. You're still holding on to two things, though you know what you really want, but you're just uncomfortable about finally just making that one choice. But I think it's just a matter of time when you will make that choice. All right. And what you need to do to release stress is to know that the wheel of fortune is on your side. Lady Luck is shining on you. This is a wonderful time. So whatever's happening is happening for the best. I'm sorry about that. Has just stifled a sneeze. All right. So this is what you need to know. There is some truth that is going to come to you. And this truth is going to be extremely liberating for you. I feel the truth may always, when the truth comes to you, it may not always be liberating to begin with. Could be uncomfortable. But in your case, it's going to actually set you free. And it's coming at the right time for you. All right. So this is a very positive reading. What you need to do right now, I think you've been working hard. You really have been working hard, and I think you should know that it's time for you to now start working on yourself and not working so hard in life. See, you have that wish fulfillment. It's because you worked really hard. These are two nines, right? You're almost there. You've worked a whole lot, and that is why you've got your wishes are coming true. Okay? And what you need to release is your idea of the Two of Cups. Okay, this makes sense. You've got this Two of Pentacles here. I think you're deciding between two people. That's what I feel. And you made your decision to go with one person, but you feel you're wondering whether this is the right decision to make, because you can't seem to let go of the other person, whoever they might be. You feel they are the one for you, perhaps, and maybe it's not a great relationship. Things, maybe it's not 50-50. Maybe you're putting in all the effort towards this relationship, and they are not putting as much effort. But still, you can't let this connection go. But there is something else. There is some connection which is giving you a lot of joy. That's why you have this smug expression, because you're getting a lot of love and attention from somewhere else. But there's something about something from the past. You're not able to leave this. But it's just a matter of time, because I feel, looking at this person's expression, that you've already made up your mind. You know that this person who you've been holding on to for so long is no longer serving you. The full moon is the right time to release it. Please release what does not serve you. It doesn't matter if it's a relationship. If it's not serving you, Please leave it. If you believe that this person is your twin flame and this is all, it's a part of the separation or runner chaser dynamic or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Right now, if you're not being treated nicely in this relationship needs to be released. And I think you've already made up your mind. And this Nine of Cups will, as soon as you make up your mind and release what no longer serves you, you will move from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. You will find your complete satisfaction. I'm sorry, I dropped one advice card of yours. I'll just get it for you. Sorry about that. Well, your first advice card is you are good enough. Yes, so if this particular person has made you feel that you're not good enough, this person needs to go. You are good enough. My dear pile fours, you are more than good enough, okay? A new romantic cycle begins there. This is confirmation. What did I tell you? You let this relationship go and you've got this great relationship coming up for you, which is going to keep that smug expression permanently on your face. You're going to get the Ten of Cups. So make that decision. Make that decision now. And the last is you and your loved ones are safe. So if you feel that you give up this particular relationship and you will be hurting them, or you'll know if this relationship is not serving you, it will not serve them in the long run either. And you have to first think about yourself. So please release this and know that you and your loved ones are safe. Know that you're good enough and embrace that relationship which has brought you so much of joy, and let the new romantic cycle begin in your life. All right, pile number 4. This is your reading. I hope it resonated with you. There's no point in sticking to something which doesn't bring you joy anymore in the hope that it will someday. If it has to come back to your life, it will. But please don't stop living your life in the hope that things will become okay, and you keep giving in a relationship and getting nothing. No relationship should be like that. There should be no relationship like that. All right, this is just slipping again and again. Okay, so moving on to the last pile. For those who chose the green Aventurine crystal, this is your reading. We are going to use the original Rider-Waite tarot for you and the advice cards from the Moonology deck at the end of the reading. Opening your reading with a Knight of Swords, Justice, Ten of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh-wee. All right. The last 6 months has seen you looking for the truth. You've been looking for the truth. You've been speaking your truth. You've not been worried about how people react. You've been just giving them just whatever comes into your mind. If you know it's the truth, you just blurt it out blatantly, and you don't care whether the other person likes the way you've put it across or not. You've been in this energy. In the last 6 months, this is what you've been up to, my pile number 5s. All right, you're speaking your truth, which is good. And you need to be able to carry on speaking that truth, especially if it is to bring justice for you or for somebody around you. All right? You need to have the courage to be able to stand up for yourself. You need to have courage to stand up for yourself, to speak things as is required. To be able to release stress, you need to put behind something. Pile number 5, I have this feeling that you've been betrayed. You've been let down by somebody who meant something to you, by somebody whom you never thought could do this to you. It could be any scenario. I don't know. You would know better. But you need to let this go now. Because no matter what you do, I think you've already found the truth out and you have stood up for your justice. And now you need to let whatever has happened, put it behind you. To forgive does not mean to forget. To forgive does not mean what the other person's done to you was right. It just means that you have dealt with the pain and you're willing to let it go so that you can move on. You know, whatever the hurt was, you learn from it, you understand where that came from, and you just let it go. Now you don't want that to hold you back. You want to move on. You just take it as a life lesson for you and you move on. Take you as much time as you want, and I think you've already taken quite some time, and you've stood up for yourself, for your justice, and now you need to just let this go so that stress from your life goes. Because otherwise, you'd be in your head, keep thinking about this every time you try and make a new relationship in any way, whether it's a career oriented relationship or it is in your personal life. This will always come up if you don't deal with it, heal it, and let it go. All right? Now you need to start working on your material uh, gains. Whatever has happened in the past, put it behind you and start working afresh. You need to start fighting for your rights. You've already been speaking the truth and standing up for justice, right? And you will continue doing so because that's the person you are. And I'm really proud of you, pile number 5, that you have the ability to fight for yourself, to fight for what is right, to fight for what is due to you. And what you need to release is the Seven of Pentacles, the feeling that no matter what you do, you haven't achieved enough. You are achieving a whole lot which you're not able to see. But if you remain in this mindset that whatever you've done is not good enough, for one, you're not showing gratitude, to the universe for all that you've gained. And secondly, this will, it's not a lack mindset like the Five of Pentacles, but the Seven of Pentacles is someone who's almost dejected that he's been working so hard and he's not got anything in return. So you put this, release this energy. You've put in a lot of work. Appreciate yourself for it. Appreciate yourself for the fact that you've actually looked for the truth, found the truth, stood up for yourself, got the justice, and now by and by success will be yours. You please release this feeling of you haven't achieved anything. Just take it out from your head. All right? And it is going to come to you. Just wait and watch. Advice cards. Do not let pride get into your way. Get in your way. This talks about whenever you want to forgive something like this happens, and you've been hurt, you've really been hurt, and now you're not in a mood of forgiving. But like I've said earlier, you need to release it for your own self. But if you're going to let pride get in your way, and if you're going to say, no, I'm not going to do that, you are not actually hurting somebody else, but you're hurting yourself, and no one else but yourself. And you are stopping yourself from moving forward. Nothing will come of this situation. This again talks about this situation. If you're waiting for an apology from this particular person, you're not going to get one, perhaps. So there's no point in waiting for it. Don't let your pride get in your way, that I will let it go only when I get an apology, because that person doesn't seem to be coming and giving you an apology right now, right? So you put that person aside. Let that person and the memories and the thought that unless that person, when you say that that person will come and apologize, only then you will move on, you're basically limiting your life and you're giving that person more power over you. But if you are the bigger person, the larger person, and you just say that it doesn't matter, I know that I was right, I know that the way things were done, were wrong, and ideally that person needs to apologize, but I'm not waiting for it because that person must be going through whatever that person is going through. Maybe that person is immature and will learn eventually, but I'm not keeping my life on hold for that. I'm going to move ahead and I'm going to live a full life and be an inspiration to so many. You think on those lines and you find that you will move ahead and have faith in your dreams. So, whatever you've aspired for, go for that. Don't let anything hold you back, and you will get this is for this. You please release your Seven of Pentacles and have faith in your dreams because those dreams are coming true for you. Pile number 5. You have shown great strength of conviction. You've stood up for yourself. Now it's time for you to let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Stand up for yourself, continue fighting for yourself, but please don't ever give up or don't feel that whatever you worked for till now has been in vain, for it hasn't. So that's all I have for you, pile number 5. I hope this reading resonated with you. So with that, I come to the end of this full moon reading, full moon in Aries for 2020, even though it is a timeless reading and you can use it for any full moon in Aries in the future. I always forget to say this all the time, but if this reading resonated with you, and if you're still with me at the end of the reading, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. And that is all I have for you for today. Take care. Be good. Bye bye.